नाज़रीन, मैं मोहम्मद इमाम तहसीन ट्रस्ट टीवी की जानिब से आपका इस्तकबाल करता हूं। देखते हैं आज की अहम खबर।
In Trust TV News, today we have Professor Ameruddin Sahab.
You are most welcome. I am very thankful to all of you, particularly Dr. Imam Tehsin Sahab, who is the editor of the Trust TV. I am really thankful to you people.
Okay, so today I have few questions for you.
You are most welcome.
So the lockdown was from 25th March to 8th of June, but still there was no decrease in active cases and death tolls. So sir, what would you like to say about this?
No, the basically is from the 25th onwards, which lockdown has came into being. It doesn't mean those figures was perfect figures. We don't have a kits to examine the common people. So actually it is not guaranteed that only that much patients we are having affected people, not like that. Even today we don't know. The figure is not proper. Why many people left untested without proper testing? Why we are running short of the test kits? So maybe if you go through the home by home, you may get many 10 times more than these cases.
Okay.
And the symptoms of this, corona, more 15 days they may not able to come, they won't expose. You won't see the symptoms. The affected people. So it is not easy to find out who is affected and who is not. So these figures are not, before was not perfect, now also it is not perfect. And most important thing is, our government is not sincere, the problem is. In other countries, if you go to the foreign countries and you see, the people are civilized. Once if the government pass any instruction, they are ready to follow, and without any problem, they are following sincerely and honestly. But here, the general people, the mistake is from both the sides. Common people, they have a spirit to break the law, to go against the instructions. And government is not sincere. We are not taking side of either. I am not appreciating the government. I am not, criticizing the people. We have a problem from both the ends. Government is not sincere, public is not civilized. And this is the problem. There is a chance of increasing more, and this figure is not perfect. If the people, the medical, employees, if they go testing house to house, you will find 10 times more than these affected people, undoubtedly.
Okay, so and the second question is the precautions were not in the action. Like there are so many people who died due to hunger. What would you like to say about this?
That is a different. That I told you already. Our government is not, democratic government. This is only a process democracy, but practically they are dictators, and they are not favor of any community. They are not against anyone. They are opportunists. The government which is sitting, they are not sympathetic with anyone. There is a grave misunderstanding between the minorities and others. Minorities think the government is against us. They are not against the minorities, they are not in favor of majority. Most of the 90%, 99%, mostly the migrant workers and laborers are non-Muslims, and the government is never bothered to take care of them, and he has given orders like a Tughlaq in the history. It seems the history is going to get repeated again. We feel that Tughlaq has come again, second Tughlaq.
Yeah.
He has dictated on 25th without consulting the parliament. He didn't take the opposition into the confidence, neither the observers, intellectuals. He didn't contact anyone, our Honorable Prime Minister. Our request is for anything, they need to consult the observers. You see in Europe and American presidents, before when they pass something, the observers are there, intellectuals are there, retired officers, they are sitting there. If anything went wrong, they are going to make them rectify again in the next day. But here it is not like that. What they are passing the comments as a dictator, it has to be get implemented, finished.
Okay, so the population is 1.30 crores in India, from which 50% are below poverty line, and there's so many migrant workers have been facing so many problems reaching their own houses. Like they have to walk at least 200 kilometers to 400 kilometers. As we know, there's so many incidents coming up, like saying a small girl, she traveled on cycle to bring her father home, and one lady, she died due to hunger. She traveled in train. She did not get a food to eat. then she was died, and her small son or daughter, he was like waking up his mother. So what would you like to say about this, sir?
Same thing I told you, our government is not sincere.
Mm-hmm.
They are opportunists, and they are creating, they don't have any economical, programs to the welfare of the people. So they are adopting divide and rule policy. That is the reason they are, it is affecting economically also very badly.
Mm-hmm.
What they are
Yeah,
playing
right
with
now the GDP of
the communal, they are using the communal, records
Mm-hmm.
just to divide the people. Why they are, what I want to say here is the remarkable comment, they are not in favor of their own community.
Yeah.
The Muslims, particularly minorities, they are thinking that they are our enemies.
Mm.
It means if they are our enemies, are they friends of non-Muslims?
Mm.
No, they are not friends of non-Muslims, not enemies, they are opportunists. That's why they are watching everything, and they are not sincere to solve the problem. And the amount which they have collected, the revenues in the name of in this coronavirus
Yeah.
to help the needy people,
Mm-hmm.
they are not showing any statistics, nothing. Where what happened, how much amount they have collected, and how much they have dispersed, how much it is reaching to the needy people. We don't have any statics in front of us, nothing is there, and they are not showing at all. And opposition is not unified. We don't have a strong opposition in the parliament, neither in the national level, not in the state level,
Mm-hmm.
to ask them. So that is the reason a common people are suffering badly, whether it is a minority or a majority, not an issue. All are suffering.
Yes. Okay, so even the police have created a lot of nuisance because of which few people died and few people have gone through so many severe
I
injuries.
couldn't get it.
Police had created the nuisance, like they started hitting people, due to which people died. Few people died, and few of them had suffered so many injuries, severe injuries. So, what did you like to say about this, sir?
No, it is nobody can. Even the world is watching. They are giving an ugly picture.
Yeah.
The police and the journalist. After 100 years, the British now they are using the bad words. Before you might have seen in the movies, Indian dogs. After 100 years, now they are using the same word for the journalism. What they have branded, for journalism, the present how they are shouting, barking journalism. The barking is the job of a dog. So now this is the result of their behavior. And police, they are not less than that. What they are doing is unacceptable. The senior officers have to take the immediate action. What right do they have for the punishment? They don't have any right, no excuses to opt for the corporal punishments to the passers-by. They are a passerby and they have to go through, they have to see the documents. Sometimes he is taking his wife to the doctor. So they have a medical documents to show them, even though they are not bothering. And they are opting for physical corporal punishment. In no way justification is there. It is really extremely sorry to say.
Yes, sir. Sir, like even the government has failed to give the transportation to the medical workers. They, like for example, we have spoke to few dispensaries where the government has provided the medical workers for this coronavirus, like COVID-19. And those ladies told us that they have to walk at least 15 to 20 kilometers to come to the dispensary. What would you like to say about this?
They are suffering badly, and the concerned authorities have to bring to their knowledge. But who is bothering? Nobody having a sense of responsibility, and there is no sense of brotherhood. And here we cannot solve all these things within a short time. This is not only a result of corona. We need a permanent solution for the future also. We are not suffering with only corona. We have many countless diseases are there, and more than corona, people are dying in that. Nobody bothers. We need a permanent solution for that. The people used to be, we have a modern means of technology nowadays. So the first thing is, when you go abroad, you will see, you feel pain in yourself, painful. Why? I am not blaming taking side of the government, not the public. Just now I told you, the public is not civilized and government is not sincere. So we need to work hard from now itself to control the future. Otherwise, in near future, we will find ourselves controlled by the future in the worst form, more worse than this.
So thank you so much, sir, for sharing your views with Trust TV News, and thank you so much for taking time for us, sir.